Good morning, children. Welcome back. And now, today we will start with the third part of chapter number 15, and we will move to the topic of peninsular rivers. In the previous topic video, we have studied about the Himalayan rivers, and now we will study about the peninsular rivers. Okay, nearly there are 6 peninsular rivers that have been explained in your textbook. Now, the first one is the Narmada. Okay. Now you can see such beautiful areas or the curves that Narmada has been causing or giving us. Now here is the flow of Narmada river shown in your map. You can see over here this blue area being Narmada river shown in your map. Now the Narmada basin is in the Amakantak hills, means it originates from Amakantak hills in Madhya Pradesh. It flows towards the west in a rift valley formed due to the falls, isn't it? It cuts over there and it flows in a rift valley form, okay, westward in a rift valley. Now it flows through a rocky terrain of marbles near Jabalpur, okay, जहाँ से जबलपुर के यहाँ से flow कर रही है, तो it flows in a between the rocks, and that rocks are marble rocks, okay, that is in Jabalpur. We can say the Dhuandhar falls are over there in these areas also, have plunges over a steep rocks. All the tributaries of Narmada are very short. The Narmada basin covers the parts of Madhya Pradesh and Gujarat. Mostly the tributaries which are coming up and meeting this Narmada river are small rivers, and this Narmada mostly flows in the states of Madhya Pradesh and Gujarat, and it covers nearly 1312 kilometers. Now you can see over here the marble rocks in Jabalpur. These are the marble rocks, and cutting these marble rocks the Narmada river is flowing. You can see the whitish color rocks. These are marble rocks. And the Dhuandhar falls also in this area. It's a beautiful waterfalls, okay, worth seeing. Now we move to the next is the Tapi basin. Okay, now it starts from the Satpura ranges in Madhya Pradesh, and this originates in the Bechul district. Again it flows in a rift valley, okay, and it is flowing parallel to Narmada river. Now the length of Tapi river is nearly 725 kilometers. It starts from the Satpura ranges and goes and meets Gulf of Khambat. It crosses the cities like Surat, Burahanpur, Bhusawal, Jalgaon, etc. Okay, it has a very vast basin area in Madhya Pradesh and Maharashtra. You can see over here the Tapi river. This is Narmada river, and parallel to Narmada river Tapi is flowing. The next one is the Godavari river. Now Godavari is the largest river of the peninsular rivers. It is the biggest river in South India. It originates at Trimbakeshwar in Nasik district of Maharashtra, and it has got a few number of tributaries. The names given are we can say Purna, Wardha, Penganga, Manjira, etc. All these are the tributaries of Godavari. Its total length is around 1500 kilometers. In your book it is given 1465. I have taken around figure 1500 kilometers. Now it is the biggest river, okay, and so it is also known as the Ganga of South. Okay, Ganga of South. वैसे गंगा नॉर्थ में बह रही है, but Godavari being the largest in the southern area, it is known as the Ganga of South, or the other name also given is Dakshin Ganga. Dakshin मतलब south. Okay, the Ganga of South or Dakshin Ganga in Hindi. These are the names of the tributaries of the Godavari river. Okay, the maximum this river is flowing in which all states. Okay, it is crossing the states of Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra and Andhra Pradesh. Next is Mahanadi basin. Now Mahanadi is a major river in east central India. It is around, the area covered around is 1,41,600 square kilometers, and the length of this Mahanadi is 858 kilometers. Text book में 860 दिया हुआ है, round 860 kilometers, and it passes through the states of Chhattisgarh and Orissa. Okay, and now from where does it start? It starts from the Sihava area, okay, in Mahabaleshwar, Sihava area in Chhattisgarh. Then it crosses the cities like Cuttack, Orissa, Baudh, etc. It is spread in the states like Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand and Orissa. Chhattisgarh में से तो originate हो रही है, then it crosses Jharkhand and Orissa also. This is the map from where river Mahanadi is flowing over here, and these are the tributary rivers. Now the next one is the Krishna basin. Now Krishna river originates near Mahabaleshwar in Maharashtra, and it flows and gives its water to Bay of Bengal. It is nearly 1400 kilometers long, and its tributaries are Tungabhadra, Koyana, Musi, etc. Bhima, okay, Ghatprabha, all these are the tributaries of Krishna. So its basin extends, means this river crosses Maharashtra, Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh. Okay, this is the map showing river Krishna. Now the next one is the Kaveri river. Now this origin, from where does it start? In Brahmagiri ranges in Western Ghats. Now Kaveri, this is the spelling in Hindi, or Cauvery, it is spelled in English, and it is a large Indian river. The originally traditional placed at Talakaveri, Kodagu in Western Ghats in Karnataka. Now its length is around 765 kilometers. The basin area covered is 72,000 square kilometers. Okay. Now it crosses the main cities situated on Kaveri river are Tiruchirappalli, then Srirangpat, etc. Then the river Kaveri makes the second biggest waterfall in India, known as Jog Falls. Then it crosses the states like Kerala, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. And lastly it meets the Bay of Bengal to the south of Kodalaru in Tamil Nadu. फिर आके कहाँ पे मिलती है? In Bay of Bengal. This is the map of river Kaveri. Then there are other smaller rivers which flow towards the east and meet Bay of Bengal. Okay, Damodar river है, Brahmani river है, Vaitarni है, Suvarneka है. ये सब छोटी छोटी rivers हैं. Okay, हमारे इंडिया की, but nothing much detail is given in your textbook. Okay, now all this is being given on page number 118 of your textbook. 2 marks में पूछा जाता है. 2 marks यहाँ we can say fill in the blanks है, true and false है, do comes okay in your exams. Okay, go through it. Better have a nice day.